For the past 6 months, we have been in the village. After over 10 years, I've been experiencing running around in town, making sure I get one and two things together. But I got an experience that ndakapedzisira kuita kudhara, kuti unenge wakapedzisira kunyatsorarama everyday uri muvillage, makuseni, masikati, manheru, mangwana, vanga zvinhu zviri ikoko. So I've got a lot of lessons that I want to share with you, that I have learned. For those people who have been following us from the day that we went to the village, the day we said, okay, we are starting preparing our avocado planting, went to cabbage, beekeeping, and so forth. So I want to share with you some of the lessons that I learned, and that as we progress, we need also to find ways to solve some of the problems, and also to maximize on the ways and some of the areas that we realize that this is the way to go. We went there without a broader and something that we said, okay, this is what some of the things that we wanted to do. Like we have got a big plan and money, but we just want to say, okay, let us go to start to start things there. We'll see at the ground. Though we had some inspirations, but we said, okay, let's go on the ground and see what will be the way to go. Right? So now, after 6 months, yeah, I've got a lot to tell. Number one, if you go to do farming, and remember also there's difference between staying in rural areas and doing farming. Yeah, there's a big difference. If you go and stay in the rural areas, it means that the major thing that you want is for you to be there to maximize some of the benefits that are associated with just rural life. But when you are a farmer in the rural area, you are much focusing on a business. Okay, so our move into rural area was intertwined. That was staying and also doing farming, but farming was the major issue. Now, for those people who want to do farming, want to go and do farming in the rural area, number one, don't go and do everything. Number one. Yes, you go there and realize that people are doing goat, they are doing cattle, they are doing beekeeping, market gardening, they are doing producing grains and so forth. And you may be tempted to do everything. But there's something that you need to see now. Those people who have got everything, they've got three cattle, 7 goats, 3 beehives, they've got 3 beds of vegetables, etc. and etc. Their things are not broad. It's not for commercial purposes. All right, they are into subsistence farming. So if you go there as someone who want to do commercial farming, don't go and do everything, because each and every business needs exclusive knowledge. You need to have a broad understanding of the thing that you want to do, so that you maximize the profit. There are some profits that are expected per hectare of cabbage. So if you don't have knowledge for that crop, it means that you are going to suffer. All right, because the inputs have got their costs. The time that you have there, and the market that you are going to send your products has got its own things that are taking place there. So you need to understand the process from start up to end. So remember, now look at this now, that you have got bees, you have got this one, you have got this one. Each and everything needs a skill, needs a knowledge, needs connections. Then you are easy to crush, especially if you are starting. If you want to broaden your scope of business, you may go bit by bit. Let's say, for example, you've been into beekeeping, then you realize that this one is working very well. Then you broaden, you go into another thing, or you choose some of those things that intertwine. So those things that interrelate, some of those things that depend on each other, that can be done concurrently without disturbing each other. For example, if you want to do beekeeping seriously, that's commercial beekeeping, what you can do now, you can plant trees. Those trees that you know that they do well with the bees. You understand much of bees, you plant your trees there, you find market for bees, then you, okay, after doing beekeeping, I can go into maybe producing products after beekeeping, or byproducts of what, of honey, like candles, selling wax, selling propolis, and so forth, right? So that if you are into beekeeping, you get up in the morning, you run around, you look at your bees, you check there and there what is needed now. You need to correct this one, you need to correct this one, you need to plant here, you need to do that. Those things will benefit you. Unlike if you are now busy with a big project there, that we're doing maize production, you are doing sorghum, you are doing rapoko, you are doing sunflower, you may be busy there trying to maximize the time. Then you come back maybe after 2 weeks to your bees, then you realize some of the bees, the beehives have now, water is now inside there, rains are getting inside. Then you realize that this one is is in trouble. Huh? So this is another one thing that I learned. Number two is that if you want to go into commercial farming, you need to have a relationship with agronomists. Yes, of course, you may have knowledge, yes, from YouTube, you went to, maybe you attended some seminars, then you need someone to help you along the process. Um, Sometimes it may be good for you to invite that person to visit you, to do some assessment and do some recommendations. And also, as I earlier alluded on one of our videos, I told you that it is very important to invite people, like for land use plan, right? Because now I'm seeing those things along the way to, okay, I did this one, but the challenge that I'm facing is because of that. You get what we call land use plan. Land use plan will help you to say which type of crop is suitable on this one, and what will be the setup that you needed. Yeah, so I need this one and this one and this one. Then you start a project that is conducive to the environment that you are staying in, and also that person can help you. If you do this and that, it can help you 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So after land use plan, you do soil tests so that you are given the analysis of the soil. Which type of crop is good on this soil? Sometimes we go there and do cabbage on the soil that is not good for cabbage, or else the cabbage, it's good to do cabbage, but sometimes there are some additional nutrients that is needed there. For example, you may realize that because of the type of the soil, there's need for lime, but you can't just go to the shop and buy lime and put on the soil. Sometimes the soil has got enough nutrients that you are adding now. So it's good to relate to those people who are into farming, the experts, right? Yes, of course, it's good to go to the shops when we're buying seeds and ask those people who are there. But this is the thing that I learned, that some of the things they say, maybe. But if you have what agronomists who are into that crop, it will be very good for you, right? Um, they will help you to do a lot of things, right? Let's skip there. Number three, if you are going into a project, please make sure that you do your um budgets before you start. It's easy for us to say, oh, these seeds are just going for $10. They will give me 5,000 plants. But do you know how much fertilizer is needed? How much the chemicals will be needed? How much are they going to produce? Are you going to be able to ferry those the output to the market? So if you do not plan, if you do not budget, you may be surprised along the way. You hear people saying, okay, oh, you chose this one. So you need 10 bags of fertilizer. They are costing $30 each. So you need $300. But for that time, you don't have money. So if you do budgeting, you know that this amount of money is needed for the whole project. Maybe you say, okay, for 10,000 plants of cabbage, you need 1,700 US dollars. So if you are not able to go into that project, you may say, okay, this one I'm not able to have this one. I may be able to do 2,000 plants. Then you may calculate, okay, I bought another project that will run concurrently with my cabbage product. So I may not be able to go into that one. This is some of the things that I've been learning. I realized that, okay, I want to do this one, I want to do this one. At the same time, I need money. But if you are not a person who do budgets, you may crash. So budgeting is very, very important. Number four, I learned that you need to do market research. It's easy to say, okay, I heard that this watermelon, there will be demand in October. Or say, for example, you may hear that people are in demand of this one. Maybe they are talking about that product when they are in Manicaland, they are in Gweru, they are in Chinoi. But you go to your place, you start to do the project, you are able to produce a very, very good product. But at the end of the day, you don't have market. You go into the market and people say, no, we don't like this type of product. For example, in tomatoes, I went to Karoi when I was doing my market research on tomatoes. I heard that the Karoi market want the rodate, that Umas Chanza size shape because of its advantages. But now you go into the fields there, then you grow a totally different type of tomato. Then you come to the market and the vendors will say, "Oh, this one is not good. It's weak. It's got no shelf life. If you just buy it today, tomorrow it's rotten." It means that you may go to the market expecting to sell your crate at $20. Maybe you say, okay, if you want us to take your product, we can take it at $5 because we don't know how to do it, to market it now. We need to sell it today. Maybe I just need few items. You get low money, and also your product, sometimes you may not be able to deliver the whole produce. We go to the market there, we see that some of the tomatoes, they are just thrown into the into the bin, into trash. Why? They're in access, right? Then I also learned that on top of having the information, you need also to have someone to assist you. You may have information, you may have the knowledge of managing and doing everything into farming, but you need someone to assist you. If you want to do serious business into farming, farming is one of the things that make you so tired. There is no benefit of being exhausted to such an extent if you can get someone to assist you. You may get someone who sometimes does not need to have a lot of knowledge or have a lot of money to be paid, but you need someone to assist you. Why? You need not to be everywhere, and you cannot be like that. There is need to go to the market to do some market researches. There is need to be on the farm doing the preparations of the budgeting, and also you need to be on the field. You need also to be checking. There is a lot of things. In the morning, you go there, you look at your do assessment, you check observation. Okay, are my crops healthy? Then you go digging. After going to that work, then you go there. No, 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 no. You need not to do that. Ndopepa kunozonzwana vachiti kumunda kunochembedza ende kumunda kunorwadza because basa racho harisiri kudiwa munhu wani. Ende kuora iti musa uchaenda kumarket ndana chasara ari kumunda wabhaiwe waenda kumarket wabva kwamurewa uko umukira usiku wakuto market wobva ikoko late uchidzoka uko apa kwamuda kudiridzwa kuchada kusecurity kuti achanga achichengeta ndiani. So kumunda tikaona kuti one azvite if you want to do commercial. It's one of the things that I am learning along the way. Then this thing panyaya knowledge baibai mana pane zvatonyepera anzi X akuona fertilizer inonzi X iwe wotambisa fertilizer. I think ndakambozvitaura ndambotaura zvangu in passing. Saite zvinhu zvokuti zvamunyeperana muchiti zvona tongoita zvakadai zvinongoita izvo zvakataurwa kunzi izvoni nevakaita maresearches azviite. And also guys, this is one of the things that I also learned. There are a lot of chemicals that are used in some of the farm produces. Spray today, spray tomorrow. When we're seeing some products coming to the market, they will say, wow, these are healthy products. Guys, still a lot of chemicals there. Spraying. There's a lot of spraying that takes place in horticulture. A lot of spray. Then I'm also thinking that people need to go to do some organic farming. Let's people go there into organic farming. Like, let's find ways to deal with some pests and diseases using natural methods. That's what I'm thinking. I've got a lot. Today, let's go